So it has been 6.5 weeks since Connor's dog was killed, and the finality of it is really starting to hit him and really starting to cause him a fair amount of upset daily. Generally in the mornings, he wants to watch his service video, and he talks about how much he misses his dog and how much he loves him and how the bad guys took him away. And he was really struggling this morning at drop off. Like, he didn't want to let go of the phone. He wanted to just keep watching the video, which has lots of pictures of him and Mike together. And it's just hard to watch him go through that, knowing that I can't do anything to take that pain away. Like, it really hurts my mama heart to see my child hurting and feel so helpless. And, it's still very painful and deep for me. This whole thing is just completely wrecked our worlds, and I'm doing my best to push on, and my day-to-day is a lot easier, but the grief is so overwhelming when it hits. Like, it doesn't feel fresh until you're in the midst of it, and then you don't ever feel like you're going to get back out. And watching my son go through that every morning and every night, because we do talk about him at night. Last night we talked for a while about all the fun things they used to do together, what our Sundays and weekdays were like when we went and saw Da. And I always try to end it on a good note, on a happy note, a happy memory. But he feels all of the bad stuff just as much, and trying to get him to acknowledge that and know that those feelings are okay and those feelings are valid without having him stuck lingering in them all day is sometimes a struggle, because I feel that from him, and then I'm stuck thinking about how I've got to be able to figure something out to do this better, to get us through it easier. And it's just, for the most part of my day-to-day, I have it together. I will obviously get teared up and upset if I'm talking about him or a memory hits me just wrong, but I'm not bawling my way through the day like I was in the first couple of weeks. Like, it's gotten easier in that regard. But it still hurts, and it still really feels unbelievable that he can be just this gone. That all the photos and stuff that we have, that's it. There's no more coming. That he's not going to be at the Halloween party, and he's not going to be at the Christmas party or his birthday. He's not going to be here to hug him and love on him and tell him how proud he is. What a good, great big boy he's being. And we have an amazing support system. Like, he gets that reassurance, he gets that love, he gets that support from everyone in our lives. But he misses his dad. And I know that keeping these memories alive for him is the best thing I can do to make sure he knows how loved he was. So I'm not going to stop letting him watch the videos. I'm not going to stop letting him look at the photos. We're not going to stop talking about him. Okay, he did nothing wrong to be taken from us. And we're not just going to forget him. I just keep telling him that, when he misses Daw, it's a good thing because it shows him how much he loved his Daw. And anytime he thinks about his Daw, it's because Daw's in his heart giving him big hugs. But he looks up to the sky and says his Daw's in the sky. He wants to see him, and he wants just the routine that we've had his whole life. It's at 3.5, it's hard for him to grasp that this big of a change has happened. Hell, it's hard for me to grasp it at 40. But now him seeing that this many weeks in that we haven't physically got to go see him and hang out with him and do our routines, like he understands now that we're not going to ever have that back. And I'm thankful that I feel as strong as I do at this point to help him through this portion for him, because I know he didn't understand in the beginning. I know he was distracted by, meeting his other set of grandparents for the first time, by all the people, by all just the change in routine. And now that he sees how it's affecting his life, it's different. And I'm happy that I've gotten as far as I have to be able to help him cope with this, because it kills me. And I don't think that if I had processed as much of my grief and my anger, that I'd been able to get through it. Like, my life would have just crumbled completely. There's nothing I would have been able to say or do to pull myself up from this point. And I don't know. It's a long process, and I just wanted to give an update, I guess. Thanks.